Good afternoon, gardeners. Just finished a video with my the bull video, but I'm here in the high tunnel, and I thought we'd go ahead and talk about our failure and our success with the in this building this year. Learned a lot. I learned an awful lot, and fact is, we had leaf mold. Believe it or not, it's our first year we had leaf mold, and I had not known what to do with it. My brother-in-law, Mike Rogie, did help us on that. And I'm looking now for another example of leaf mold. But the other thing that happened in here is sweet corn come along, not making any blames, but to be honest with you, I thought I'd lost the house. It's the honest truth. You can see how at this time, now these was about this tall at that time. They were up there, but a lot of the leaves died back. They looked bad. I'm looking in here. There's a little bit of a sign. It ain't much. That sign. You see that little dot happening there? Well, this time I sprayed a fungicide, the first sign of it, and I sprayed it. Hopefully it will stop and preserve the leaf of this. I did spray Bravo herbicide, or Bravo fungicide in here, and got everything. To our surprise, we got everything back up. Now, so the big secret, I think, about this is, this life lesson here is prevention goes a long ways. It does. I think in hindsight, had I been spraying some fungicide at very first sign, just like I'm showing you right there. Very first sign, jump on it as fast as you can. If you're organic, look up your organic solution for fungicide. Now this leaf mold happens when you're in a high tunnel. That's what I understand. If I'm wrong, guys, correct me here. Put it in the comments. But you don't really have blight inside of the high tunnel because it's dry in here. It's dry. We have a roof on top of our high tunnel. So, but you are susceptible to leaf mold. And we had a lot of very wet, hot, humid days and all that. And anyway, if I'd have sprayed it quicker, I wouldn't have lost these leaves. And and it certainly did tell my tomatoes at the time, these are BHN 589s, it told them at the time to go ahead and start maturing fruit. So on these, what happened is a lot of our tomatoes about this size started maturing. Now, they were edible. There's nothing wrong with it, but they never got to the big, nice, big fruit. So that's what happened on this row especially. This was the two of my oldest 4 rows. All right. But let me go. I'll finish this part. But you can see, I got busy with the sweet corn. I thought my greenhouse is done. Delia's in here harvesting, so I'm out there working in the field, and Delia's taking care of this, and she's doing a good job. I'm not taking none of it, but I thought I'd lost the house, and we're just harvesting. I did spray. I took care of it. We also had spider mites in here, so I had spider mites. I had leaf mold. All right, so we're going to go to the next 2 rows, which is Red Deuce, and Red Deuce had a double whammy. We have a total different variety here, Red Deuce. You see it's not as tall as the BHNs or the STM 2250. But in hindsight, look at how we thought we lost these as spider mite. And I don't really have a leaf for you to show, but it had a total different look. Total different look. And so I thought I lost, if I didn't lose it to the leaf mold, and I thought I'd lost it to the spider mite. And but the Red Deuce's fruit was further along, and it was nice and big before the mites really got into it. So knock on wood, everything's going okay. But when I came in here, I sprayed for spider mites. I sprayed the fungicide to everybody in this whole building. And to my surprise, look at how much everything's grown. You can see where the bad happened early on, right? You can see the death. Now this also had it, the STM. You see the dead leaves on the bottom? That was leaf mold. But since I sprayed, you can see tremendous vertical growth. The only thing else that hurt us in here was we got into those 2 to 3 weeks of 92, 95 degree heat. Can't say we maybe got up to 100 degrees one day this year. That was it. And when I say 100, it was more like 95 with a heat index of 100. So it wasn't even, it was a pretty good summer altogether, other than I learned something. I think for the record, and if you could find a better example that I could show earlier on in a film or something like that of leaf mold, definitely prevention or early diagnosis would have saved me a lot of this dead leaves. But the spraying, fungicide works, folks. Fungicide works. Look at how well all of these tomato plants are doing, and especially now that it's cooler, everything is growing. Everything's putting on fruit. Now, I have it in my calendar in about 10 days. I'm going to start topping off, topping everything off. So if these guys don't have a fruit on them, I'm whacking it. I'm going to cut it off. So this way, no more. I don't want any more fruit setting in middle of September. I want it to, I'm just going to stop the growth, head it off. And this way, the fruit that's on there can just go ahead and mature, hopefully before we get into a serious frost. So that's the game. Last year we didn't get a frost till November. My wife says late September. I still say November. But one way or the other, I don't want a bunch of green tomatoes going. It's just too many of them. I'd rather have them put the energy into putting into big tomatoes, especially big green tomatoes, if that's the case. And we can go ahead and gather them up. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Kind of a sad story and also kind of a victory. So folks, if you like these types of videos, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe. Come grow with us.